Taylor King, fresh off an incredible series and ready to go. Can he keep the good times going in this one? It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch coming your way next. One down. And now the right fielder, Taylor King. Just underway here in Cleveland.
Ball one. No.
In the air, left field. Valera on his way over, stretches out and hauls it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers.
Let's go, Zach. High.
Foul ball there. Liner caught it second.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
So digging in, Taylor King. Going around. Ripped on a line to center. DeLauder should have this one. And a quick out, number one.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
King at the plate now. That's ball one. The Mariners trailing by 2, and we're at the top of the 8th.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Here's a 2-0. Just missed. And there's the automatic.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
The 3-1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. So up next, Cal Raleigh.
And things could change quickly here with one swing. Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to...
Runner on the go in the dirt. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner in a scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
King leads off second with one gone in the inning. And now it's even up. Now one missed. Julio Rodriguez would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone cold take.
Julio Rodriguez coming to the plate now in a big spot.
This is a big spot for a big time player.
Down the line, it's a base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Cole Young. This one's blistered. No doubt about it. Out of here. Grand slam. And the Mariners have the lead. It's 5-3. These fans are dealing with some heartbreak right now.
Just an unbelievable turn of events here. I mean, they've been putting together solid at-bats all inning. They set the table for him, and he delivered big time to get him the lead. Huge momentum shift on that swing, and now we'll see if they can hold on.
Taylor King up next for the Mariners. Nimmo gets his lead at first with nobody out. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Next to hit, Cal Raleigh.
Hitter's got.
King with some solid production in the win.
Well, every team in the league wants hitters who can consistently deliver games like the one he had today, because it can help you get wins like this one. Nice job.
One down. Taylor King, the next to hit. Pitch misses there, and now it's even 1-1. Rip towards third. Slings to first in time.
That is third. The catcher, Cal Raleigh.
One away with a runner at third.
The right fielder, Taylor King.
Right through there for a strike. Rips that one to right. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags from third. He scores on the sac fly, and they lead by 2.
Well, he hit that one pretty well. I think it would have been a lot more than a sac fly if not for that nice play by the outfielder to track it down. Good job of getting the run in.
Man at first, one away.
Rerun.
Here comes the 0-1. On the ground. Oh, look at the stop. He flips it to second in time. What a double play that was. Inning over. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mariners 4 and the Guardians 1. Runner at first with 2 away. Taylor King up next for the Mariners.
King.
There's a strike. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Mariners 6 and the Guardians 1. King did not have a banner showing in this one.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily, but certainly didn't hurt him on the way to the win.
One down. And up next for Seattle, Taylor King.
King.
There's a strike. That's ripped into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Cal Raleigh. That one kicks away from the catcher. The throw to third. Tag. Save. He's into third on the wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
The 1-2. Now a pop-up on the infield. Durbin takes it in for the out.
That hanging breaking ball looks so juicy to the hitter, and nothing more frustrating when you miss that pitch and you pop out. He's going to have to think about that till his next at bat.
So a runner at third, 2 men out. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Here's a 2-2. That's to third. Arias rolls across the diamond, and that is that. Now the Guardians will get their shot, still scoreless. You're dialed into the show. King stepping in. Pressure's on. One swing can flip the whole game.
Yeah, and this guy's no stranger to the spotlight. He's built for moments like this.
Fastball for a strike. Oh, 1 down. In the air on the infield, and the infield fly is called.
Up next is the out. The catcher, Cal. Wrong.
Runners are at the corners, 1 away.
Right fielder, Taylor. King.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. Sobrowski, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. What a stop. There's one. Double play. What a quick killing to end the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. And midway in the 4th, it's the M's 5 and the Guardians 2. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. So digging in, Taylor King, 1 for 3.
King.
King, an all-star a season ago, 24 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. 2 down, nobody on.
No, inside.
Line drive, base hit.
Find the ball. Find the ball.
So he gets on base and keeps it going.
So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. The 0-2. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. 1 left for Seattle. They lead it 6-2. And stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King.
Taylor. King.
Two on, 2 outs. This one in the air, center field. And that is that. 7th inning stretch time. It's the M's 9 and the Guardians 2. This is Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. So bases all loaded up. Taylor King up next for the Mariners. And that's in there for strike 1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
That's smacked on a line to center. And this one looks like trouble. 1 run across. Another comes in to score. Across is the runner from first. And it's now 12-2.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
Man at second with 1 away. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. 0-2 now. Right through there, got him. 2 away.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez. Man on second, 2 down. Here's a chopper to short. Durbin. The throw to first. Rodriguez out of the play. And that's the 3rd out. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. It's the Mariners 12 and the Guardians 2. You're watching. King was a big contributor for them in the win. A 3-hit performance, including 2 extra base knocks.
No question, he was a big piece of their success in this ball game. Fantastic effort at the plate.
We're here in Seattle. We've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Seattle Mariners. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Singy, we're going to see a nice little win streak put to the test today.
Yeah, this team is really firing on all cylinders right now. And to me, the important thing is that they're doing the little things well. They're not just relying on home runs or big plays every game. They're playing good situational baseball, executing in key areas, and that's how you string together wins. So we'll see if they continue that in this one.
Taylor King up next for the Mariners. And Singy, they're dealing with a former MVP in this spot.
Nope, that's away.
Nimmo gets his lead at first with nobody out.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
The 2-1. Swung on, belted. That's got a chance. Out of here. A 2-run shot, and it gives them the lead in the first. It's 2-1.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. Gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King.
No, that's the ball.
One 1 now.
That's out the corner.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a pair. It's 5-1.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those two things feed off one another. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
The right fielder, Taylor King.
And how about this, Siggy? He is the best OPS in the American League. Here's a 1-1. And that one ripped to left. That is the inning. Mariners leave one. They still lead it, though, 6-1. One down. Now it's going to be Taylor King.
Right fielder, Taylor King.
Nope, outside. Up.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Two now. That's a laser base hit, and it gets by him. And he'll pull into second safely.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
One out, runner at second. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. Now this one gets away from the catcher. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Gets it there in time, though. So a tough play, but they do get out number two. Julio Rodriguez coming to the plate now in a big spot. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Cole Young getting ready to hit.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. That is the inning. So they strand a pair. 8th inning coming up. It's the Mariners 6 and the White Sox 3. This is Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. King was a big contributor for them in the win. 2 homers on the day.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.
Taylor King, fresh off an impressive 2-homer performance. He'll look to keep that momentum going today. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Seattle Mariners. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. King steps in now. He knows what's waiting for him, Singy. An arm of top-tier command and stuff to match.
Yeah, no freebies here, Boog. You got to earn everything when you're up against a pitcher of this caliber. The fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. And that one hops the wall. Nimmo around third. Now a relay to the plate. He's safe as he gets his hand in. And it's a 1-run game.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. 1 on, nobody out, a run in here in the second game of the series. Got him looking, and that's the first out.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Man at second. On the ground, right side. Throw to first in time.
That is it. The shortstop, Cole.
Stepping in, Cole Young. In the dirt, kicks away from the catcher. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. Lined into right. And that'll do it. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll head to inning number 2 at T-Mobile Park. White Sox on top, 2-1. You're watching back in Seattle, set for the bottom of the third. So the Seattle Mariners have firmly established themselves as top contenders around halfway through the season. This is what was expected of them, Singy, and they backed it up.
No doubt about it. These guys are rolling and in a great position so far, and they look like they're not going to be stopping anytime soon. Now they got to decide, are they going to go out and add some help before the deadline, or do they think they have enough to make a deep October run as is?
Hammered. Could be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
So digging in, Cal Raleigh.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Man at second. Sosa to first. 1 gone, bottom of the third inning.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
That's a base hit as a run scores. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Up next for the Mariners, the catcher.
Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. The 1-1. Runner takes off in the dirt. Blocked by the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. Right through there for a strike.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
And that's a strikeout looking. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all of the strikeouts, they just kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
Up the middle. Whips it to first. Nice play off the bounce for the out.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
On the ground, right side. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Set for the last half of the 7th, and stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Grounds one to short. Montgomery on to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
The catcher,
King steps in, 2 down, nothing cooking so far, but one swing can get something sizzling.
He knows it too, Boog. That body language says yes, chef.
Two down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Just missed.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Right through there for a strike. Line to right center field. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. The switch-hitting catcher will come up to hit. Cal Raleigh. This one in the air, center field. Acuna under it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox even this series up at a game apiece. King with a valiant job in defeat. A 4-hit performance, 2 of them for extra bases.
Really impressive work at the dish. He gave his teammates a lot of opportunities in this one, even if they didn't cash in enough to get the win.
Taylor King comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game. Shades of Tony Gwynn. That's the kind of contact any team would take in their lineup. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Seattle Mariners. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And up next for Seattle, Taylor King. There's a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
0-1 down. This one in the air, center field. And there's one down.
Batting third, the center fielder, number 44, Julio. Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King.
Two down, nobody on. Line drive, Adam in center field. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. 3 innings complete. It's the Mariners 1 and the White Sox nothing. This is Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. Man at first, 1 away. King, a former rookie of the year, 24 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
The 1-0. Strike on the inside corner. Ball to strike. The pitch. In the dirt, but kept close. Throws to second, and he's got no chance. He's out.
You know, Boog, this is the part of the game that oftentimes is overlooked. This is the grunt work. Great job of the catcher using his body to deaden that pitch, keeps it close, and then throws a strike down to second. Hats off.
Two down, nobody on. Ripped on a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez. The 0-1. And a weak ground ball to the left side. Play made, that ends the inning. One left for Seattle, and our score remains 2-1. One down, base is empty here in the ninth.
The right fielder, Taylor.
King at the plate now. That's ball one. Leisure goes 6 feet 3 inches. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a splitter, and he works in a two-seamer. Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. And it gets by him. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll reach second with one away.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Here in the bottom of the ninth, one out. Julio Rodriguez will hit next. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Base hit.
The batter, number 8, designated hitter.
Now it's the DH, Dominic Canzone. Two on, one out. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Ward moving under this one. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Mariners, the second baseman, Alex.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Alex Freeland. This could end it. Out to short, my drop. Throw to first, ball game. And the White Sox win the rubber match of this 3-game series. King had a good day at the office, even in defeat.
Oh, Boogie definitely made a difference for him in this one. Even in defeat, he can hold his head high.
Taylor King, fresh off an incredible series and ready to go. Can he keep the good times going in this one? It's the Minnesota Twins taking on the Seattle Mariners. First pitch coming your way next. So digging in, Taylor King. Let's see what the former World Series MVP can do with this at bat, Chris.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
King working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers. Out to short, Lee. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting first, the catcher, Cal Raleigh. Up next for the Mariners.
King was named Player of the Month recently, and that's not the first time that's happened this year. Close, but called a ball. Ball one. Challenge from behind the dish here. And on further review, it was a strike. They'll keep both their challenges. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Smoked on the ground a second. Tosses to first, and there's 2 down.
Up next for the Mariners, the catcher.
King starts it off with a lead. Looking to play add-on, not just maintenance singing.
Yeah, partner, when you've got momentum, you ride it.
King, a former Rookie of the Year, 24 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. On the ground, Lee. Over to first, one away, bottom of the 6th. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. One out man at first. Now Taylor King, 0 for 3 in this one.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. A 2-run blast. And they grab the lead in the 8th. It's 4-3.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
King was a big contributor for them in the win. Just one hit, but it did leave the yard.
No question, he was a big piece of their success in this ball game. Fantastic effort at the plate.
And now the right fielder, Taylor King.
Taylor King.
Not what he's looking for there, the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
This one in the air, center field. And there's one down.
Batting first, the catcher, Cal Raleigh. Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King.
Outside, ball one.
Here, what?
Rolled over to third, but it
That ball's
kicks foul. Here's a 1-2. Big stack, center field. And out to a board.
Love how he just kept it simple there. Didn't come out of his mechanics. Nice tight swing, hard hit ball.
And here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. King with a homer in his last game. Right through there for a strike. He knows his way around the bases, Chris. Nobody in the league has scored more runs this year. Lifted in the air, right center field. Buxton on his way over. And that is that. On to inning number 4. It's the Mariners 8 and the Twins 1. This is Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. King digs in. They're in front, but that lead could shrink quickly.
A little breathing room never hurt Boog. He's got the bat to supply that 0-2.
Nope, that's outside. Ball. Yeehaw!
Here's a 1-1. This one in the air, center field. And there's one down.
Up next for the Mariners, the catcher,
One down. Taylor King up next for the Mariners.
Taylor King.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. No question about this one. It's out of here. A solo shot. His 36th home run of the season, and they add to their lead. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
King was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. 2 hits, including that long ball.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came up. When a player is locked in like he was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
One down. Taylor King will hit next.
King.
Let's go, King. Let's go, Taylor. Hey, ha.
King went deep in his most recent game. Ripped on the ground a second, and now 2 gone.
Batting third, the catcher, Cal Raleigh. Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King.
Come on, King.
Ball 1, no strikes. He really stands out this season, Singy. He has the best batting average in the league.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Fastball for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Tap foul at the plate. Laced into left. That's a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Up next for the Mariners, the
Cal
catcher,
Raleigh up next for the Mariners.
Raleigh.
Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2. Well, we go bottom 6. And stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King.
Well, these Mariners, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
This one looks like trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. Man at second. In the dirt. He's been one of the best players in the league at driving in runs, Singy. His RBI numbers are good enough to be top 5 in all of baseball. Lifted in the air down the left side. Base hit! Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. This one in the air. And there's one down.
The batter, number 2, designated hitter.
Runners at the corners here. One away. Cole Young up next for the Mariners. The Mariners down 5, trying to battle back here in the bottom of the 6th. On the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1. Over to first, but he beats it.
He's in there.
I promise you, they're guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Runner at first with 2 away. At the plate, Taylor King.
Taylor King.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Hurt.
The M's down by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a high fly ball to left. That is the inning. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. 8th inning coming up. It's the Twins 7 and the Mariners 3. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. King with a nice showing despite the loss.
If he can consistently put up games like this one, they're more likely to get the win than the loss, even if it didn't work out today.
Taylor King getting ready. He's on an absolute tear this season, leading the league in runs batted in. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming your way next. 1 down. Taylor King up next for the Mariners.
King.
That's the ball.
Here in the Bronx, just getting settled into this one. Now 1-1. And that one hammered, carrying well, going, gone. He flexes his power with that swing. The Mariners strike first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
Up next for Seattle, the right fielder.
These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry. King, an all-star a season ago, 24 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Got the bat going too soon at strike 2.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Well struck right field. That one carrying. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and the Mariners have the lead. It's 3-2.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those two things feed off one another. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Bases juiced, no outs.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
In for a strike, and the count even 1-1.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through.
This one in the air, center field. Trout on the move. He's got it. Runners tag up from second and third. Runner from third in to score, and they take a 3-run lead.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
King blocks in. If this offense were a lawnmower, he's yanking the cord and hoping for a roar.
And if that doesn't work, Boog, you better believe he's giving it a second pull. For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though. Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Out of here. And he's gone yard again. That's his third home run of the game. And they add on. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Man at first, nobody out. Taylor King up next for the Mariners. In the air, right field. Schumann settles under this one. Brings it in. And there's one away.
Up next for Seattle, the catcher, Cal.
King had a sensational showing in the win. A special game at the dish with 3 homers.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.
Taylor King went yard 3 times last game. With that elite power, you won't want to miss this one today. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the New York Yankees. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. One down. Now Taylor King.
Well, this is a big-time matchup right now, and stop what you're doing, folks. Watch this, because you have two of the game's best going, a Cy Young candidate and an MVP candidate. Look out.
Hee-haw!
Fried was recently named Pitcher of the Month for some outstanding work on the mound. Line drive, Adam in center field.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And that skips in the dirt.
Nope, that's low. That's a ball.
That one ripped left field. And that's going to bang against the wall. And a good start to the inning.
Up next is the Yankees.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. This one in the dirt. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. Man at second. Liner caught at second. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Now it's the second baseman, Cole Young.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion.
And this ball gets down. It's a hit. Now a long throw home. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. It's 5-1.
Comes through with the RBI. That line drive isn't going to light up StatCast or anything like that, but it gets the job done. And he just kind of caught it on a weird spot of the bat, but he didn't get cheated with the swing, that's for sure.
King locks in. You could feel it. Big moment here.
Yeah, everyone in the yard just sat up in their seats. So did I, Boog.
A little bit low. And that's ball one.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
The 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
The Mariners trying to break this one open. Top half of inning number 4. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Huge strikeout there.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that
one. Taylor King now at the plate. 1 for 3. Down the middle for a strike. 0-1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
And a seed into center. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
King locks in, tying run on. No time like the present, Singy. This trip to the plate could really shake things up.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. These are the moments that define a hitter's season. He's got a shot to flip the script right here.
Fastball for a strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. Home run number 40 on the year. And they've rallied from 4 back. It's 8-7. These fans are just heartbroken right now.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
King with his 40th homer of the season in this game.
And still racking up the long balls, Boog. I love the energy in the stands when he comes to the plate. The crowd knows there's always a chance he's going to treat him to a special moment.
Taylor King up next for the Mariners.
Taylor King.
That's inside.
King
Ball.
matched a homer in his last game. Right through there for a strike. Nice grab. There's one. To first. Double play. Nicely done.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Up next is the right fielder.
King, a former Rookie of the Year, batting second in today's lineup. He's a former American League MVP.
Well, it looks like they want to be real patient with him today. Make him come in the zone. Challenge these hitters. Make him work hard for his outs.
That's in for a strike, a slider.
Many times teams come in knowing that he can strike out the house. They're very aggressive because they don't want to fall into a 2-strike count.
Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. That pitch gets the inside corner. It's 2-2. Top of the third, no score. In the air to left center, Bellinger on the move to the alley. He's got it, and that is that. So one hit is all they get. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0.
Up next for Seattle, the right fielder, Taylor King.
Ball.
And he's the home run leader on this team, Singy.
Yeehaw.
All tied up, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swings through that. This one popped up. Smith should have this one. And that quickly 2 away.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
King locks in another RBI chance after a rough outing at the plate. Can erase all that right here.
Well, you got to stay locked in, Boog. And you know what? Sometimes the 5th time's the charm.
On the corner for a strike. 0-1. Out to center. Pulls it in on the run. And that is that. So they get 3 and jump ahead late. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Mariners 3 and the Yankees nothing. It's the game of the week on MLB The Show. King had a pretty poor showing in this game despite the win.
Definitely didn't do much of anything for him in this one. I think he knows he's capable of more. They got the W, but he wasn't the reason why.
Taylor King getting set for this one. His team leading its division. Can they continue to churn out wins? It's the Seattle Mariners going up against the Chicago White Sox. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Now the number 2 hitter, Taylor King.
Taylor King.
That's the ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
The 2-1. Foul ball there. Nimmo gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Here's Josh Naylor. Two outs and one in scoring position. Man at second. This one smoked on its way out of here. His 41st home run of the season, and they add a couple more. It's 5-zip.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Up next is the right fielder, Taylor King.
Ball. Hot.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That one misses. Ball 3. Right through there for a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
And that one is lifted in the air. Acuna on the move. Takes it in for the out.
Up next is the first baseman, number 20. Up next is
And now for Seattle, Taylor King. And he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
There's a strike. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a pop up. Montgomery. He's got it, and that is that. One left for Seattle. They lead at 8-6. King steps in. They've got the edge, but the job is not done. He's looking to keep the line moving.
Yeah, nothing wrong with a little insurance, Boog. Well, these Mariners, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
This one in the air, center field. And there's one down.
up next is the first baseman, number 20, John.
Now it's the right fielder, Taylor King. He's already homered here in this one. Runner at second, 2 down here at the top of the 9th.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
In the air to left center, Acuna under it, and he makes the catch, and that'll do it. Mariners lead 1. They lead it, however. It's 12-7. King really excelled in this one and contributed to the win.
Well, Boog, can't say enough about what he did for him in this one. He's a big reason they got the W, and it's easy to see why he's a key contributor for him.
One down. And now the right fielder, Taylor King. That one catches the zone. Strike one.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
That one fouled off. South side of Chicago just getting started here. Hit softly on the ground to third. Slings to first in time.
Batting third, the catcher, Cal Raleigh. Up next for Seattle, the right fielder, Taylor King.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
On the ground, and that's just foul. Nimmo gets his lead at first with nobody out. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners.
Keep an eye on this at bat. Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Here comes the 0-1. On the ground, 2 ball. The flip, there's one. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
One down. Now the number 2 hitter, Taylor King. 1 for 3. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Gets him to chase after that one. Bounced out to short. Tosses to first. Fine play in the hole for the out. King didn't do a whole lot in the win.
Maybe not his best showing, but they got the win, and he should be happy about that.
One down. Taylor King up next for the Mariners. Chris, he's a former Hank Aaron Award winner, which means he was named the best overall offensive performer in his league. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. On the ground, right side. Handles, throws to first, 2 out.
Batting third, the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
Man at first, 1 away.
The right fielder, Taylor King.
Oh, 2 now. Challenge from behind the dish here. Pretty close, but it was a ball. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Out towards right center field. Acuna on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Up next is Seattle, the catcher, Cal Raleigh. Up next is Seattle, the right fielder, Taylor King.
Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
The M's down by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. On the ground to third. Over to first. 2 gone.
Up next is Seattle, the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King. 0 for 3 in this one. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. A 2-run homer, and they jump in front in the 7th. It's 4-3. These fans are just heartbroken right now.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
King was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. Had only 1 hit, but made it count with a homer.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came up. When a player is locked in like he was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
One down. Taylor King, the next to hit. Let's see what the former World Series MVP can do with this at bat, Chris. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Yo one. Curve, hit right back to him. Slinging it to first in time.
That is third. The first baseman, number 12, John.
Man at first, one away.
The right fielder, Taylor.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move. If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all three swings.
On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3. It's a double play, and that'll do it for the inning. So they make short work of them there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the White Sox 2 and the Mariners nothing. This is Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. King steps in, 2 outs, no one on, but he's stepping in with a purpose.
Trying to make this pitcher sweat a little, Boog. You've got to break up the rhythm. Even a long at bat would be a win here.
Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Lined into right. It gets down, base hit. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
Well, as hot hitting continues, he's been getting great results lately. That can be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed. He didn't spin off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times.
3-0 down. So a walk puts runners at first and second. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. In now is the Mariners DH, Cole Young. And that'll load the bases.
Good patience to take that walk and keep the line moving, and it sets up a critical at bat coming up with the bases loaded here.
Dominic Canzone up next for the Mariners. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
No, not what they were looking for from him out of the pen. That'll drive a manager crazy. He wants guys to come in and attack the strike zone.
No outs, runner at first. Taylor King digs in now. 1 for 3. Right through there for a strike.
Well, these Mariners showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers say their chase rate, or swings at pitches outside the zone, is under 25.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And brings it in at the wall.
Well, I didn't think he got it off the bat, but the wind made it a lot more interesting than expected. Nice job of the center fielder. Pushed it all the way back to the warning track. Man.
1 gone, runner at first. Taylor King getting ready to hit. In the dirt. That one in the dirt and gets away. No advance, though. Rowley, the base runner at first with one out. This one in the air, center field. And there's two down.
Up next is the out. The first baseman for the Twins, John.
King had a decent showing in this one. Just one hit in 5 at-bats.
Well, you'll never complain about getting a team win, Boog, but I think they expect him to make larger contributions than he did today. Nothing too bad, but nothing great either.